The Georgetown Fire Department was cooking up a big surprise Saturday, April 10th, at the fire station. Fire department members, family, friends, and others turned out to surprise Fireman Eric Weinman. The food was on the table and the grill was smoking, and Weinman showed up with his family thinking it was an open house. He had no idea he was the main course.
What every citizen usually does, and was able to save his neighbor's lives. And that's why we're here tonight. Present Eric with a little thank you. So, on behalf of myself, what this is about. I should have listened to her and wore my fire sweatshirt instead of my jacket. That's my problem.
Eric, almost dropped it. I'm nervous. Thank you from my family, from me. And I'm sure the community, because without you, I wouldn't be standing here. And especially my son, they take care of, because Greg would have been left alone.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I heard a boom, and of course I woke up, went out, and just saw flames and smoke, and so I went back into my bedroom and opened my bedroom window. And we live, everybody should know the neighbor, please, never one, but we, Eric and I have a lot between us, and of course it was snowing, so I didn't know if anybody would hear me. And he had gone outside to call his mother and smoke a cigar, and he heard me. And he had thought my son had fallen after it happened. And need to write something up, but it's hard to put into words when somebody saves your life.
Go out on my front porch, and I was talking to my mom, so I get better cell phone reception outside. And just a couple minutes into the conversation, I heard my neighbor started yelling for help. And after I hung up on my mom, I went over, and that's when I noticed the smoke coming out from the eaves and from the house, and I saw her in the window yelling for help. And I just happened to have my squad radio with me, so I called in to 911 to get the fire department coming, and just ran over and pulled her out.
How'd you get her out?
Just putting my arms around her and just trying to lift her up enough to where she could get her hands out and her arms, and then just basically just drug her out.
Okay. Smoke had got her pretty bad, hadn't it?
Yeah, it got to the point where we actually couldn't even see each other there for a while.
So, and it was probably all just reflex action, wasn't it?
Yeah, you just didn't even think about it. I mean, that's what we're trained to do, and I just went over. I didn't have any of my gear or anything with me.
Yeah. They said you were black from head to toe. Is that true?
Yeah, I was black like I just got out of a coal mine or something.
Yeah. So they put you in the squad too, didn't they? They was worried about you?
Yeah, I didn't have any choice. I went over to the house to make some coffee for the firemen, and Doug Bentley, one of the medics, followed me in and basically didn't give me any choice. So, but I was grateful for it to get checked out.
So was the house a loss?
The inside will have to be all gutted and redone, but the outside of the structure is still pretty sound.
And all because you were smoking a cigar, taking a break, huh?
Yeah. If not, I'd have been inside the house, and maybe not have heard her. And at that time of day, a lot of the neighbors are either inside, or most of them weren't home that day. So.
Yeah. How long you been a fireman?
Since '97.
You like it?
Yes, and it's a good department to run for.
You're a state patrolman?
Yes.
So what'd you think when you saw the guys here tonight?
I didn't think much of it. I just figured it was just another get-together like we have during the summer. They said they just wanted one in the spring, so I didn't think anything.
He said he didn't know in the
Okay.
last few minutes when he started talking. He said he realized, I think his career, he's a state patrol away from here, so I think that helps a lot. But he's pretty much a straight shooter. It is what it is, and he's a good fireman. He's been a fireman for a long time, and he's a good fireman. I mean, he comes and trains hard, he takes it serious, and he does a good job.
Tell me what you saw when you pulled up that day.
Well, I was a few minutes late getting there, but when I pulled up, I seen Eric coming across the yard, and his face looked like he had been working in a West Virginia coal mine. So I was kind of confused at first, but then I seen him. I thought, what's going on here? So, then they told me that he had pulled the lady through the window, but I went over and shook his hand and thanked him, and back in December.
It's not every day we get to honor a real-life hero. Saturday was one of those special days. Reporting for NewsDemocrat.com, I'm Steve Triplett.